You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. This has been a huge issue that we have been dealing with all across the country. And so the mayor's office reached out to us, and so we want to talk to Mayor Greg Fischer right now. Mayor, welcome to Roland Martin Unfiltered.
Roland, thanks for having me.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties here. Mics didn't work, so we're a little hard for how to start the show, but we're good right now. First and foremost, this story has obviously put Louisville on the national page as well. What was your initial reaction once you heard that Breonna Taylor, who EMT worker, shot and killed in her own apartment, and the person the cops were looking for was already in custody?
Well, the first thing I think about, I'm a father of 4 children, so I think about how I would feel in a situation like this. And Breonna was a Louisvillian. She was an EMT. She was a daughter. Her mom obviously is heartbroken, and the entire family. So that was my first reaction to this. And, this was one of several warrants that were being served that evening. And obviously this case this situation did not go out like it was intended to. And it's a real tragedy for our city.
And the fact that one of the complaints from folks there, Black Lives Matter, Louisville, and others, is that it took people having to make lots of noise for this to become a story. Was it handled properly when it initially happened, in your estimation?
Yeah, our practice here, and we're one of the leaders in the country on this, within 24 hours of any officer-involved shooting, we have a press conference. And so we had our first press conference on this on March 13th. Of course, that's when the coronavirus started going all over the country. So I think that contributed a little bit to people not thinking about this. Now, a PIU investigation also starts immediately. Those normally take 2 to 5 months. So we're at that stage right now. And so the case will be going to the FBI, the U.S. Attorney, and the Attorney General this week. I think we need additional eyes on this beyond our police department here in Louisville, because, the issue to me is that the facts need to come out, the truth needs to come out. People need to be as confident in that as possible, and that's why this additional level of review is important.
What new public safety measures have you and others announced in the wake of this death?
Well, a couple of things. Announced them today, as a matter of fact. One is the issues around no-knock warrants and whether or not they should be allowed or not. But beginning immediately, any no-knock warrant will have to be signed off by the chief of police before it goes to a judge for them to sign off on it, just like they did in this case for probable cause. The second is LMPD was one of the leaders with body cameras in the country. I'm a big believer in transparency and police community legitimacy. But undercover agents do not use body cameras. But effective immediately, if you are executing a search warrant, you have to have a body camera on. And then third was we're getting the latest best practice on police and civilian review to see if the commission that we have right now can be enhanced. So those are 3 things I announced here today.
Those are obviously all critically important. What do you want people in Louisville and across the country to know with regards to this? There are a lot of people, of course, other cases that are taking place across the country. Folks don't necessarily have lots of trust in the cities. You've got the Laquan McDonald case where the mayor and the city fought even the release of that video. Then once it was released, people found the truth out. That officer ended up going to prison. So what do you want people to understand what you and the city is doing?
Well, number one, it's all about getting truth and getting justice. And so that's why I've asked these additional federal partners to take a look at it in the state AG. Number two, when I talk to white Louisville and white America in particular, is they need to understand the broader context of this. Breonna's situation was a tragedy, but for Black America in particular, this is another traumatization and another reminder of this unequal dynamic between law enforcement and communities of color that, in my view, started over 400 years ago when the first ship of enslaved people came here, went through slavery, Jim Crow, voter suppression, red line. It goes on and on and on. So this is bigger than just one case here. And it really calls out to this country that I hope it's been accentuated by this pandemic, Roland, that there has to be major structural systemic reform in America for everybody to feel like they've got a connection to a bright and hopeful future. And if anything can come out of this tragedy, that's my prayer.
And also, last question, you're the incoming president, U.S. Conference of Mayors. I've worked with previous presidents before, of course, Mitch Landrieu, Kevin Johnson, and others. What do you hope that the U.S. Conference of Mayors will do, where these mayors are able to go back to their cities and put things in place before a tragedy happens, and also to get police departments to understand that, look, this is about their safety and the public safety, because it's called to protect and serve the public?
No, to me, it's all about police community legitimacy. And if the community doesn't think the police are legitimate, then they're not. And so this is an ongoing process we've been working on for years with Lean Into Louisville and our Synergy project. So fortunately, we don't have to start from scratch on this. But U.S. Conference of Mayors is a great collection of mayors that pull all of our best practices together. My goal would be able to take this tragedy, create a new model for the country so every city could enhance their police community legitimacy.
Mayor Greg Fischer, we certainly appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and we'll certainly welcome you back on the show anytime.
Okay, good seeing you, Roland.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
This is the Ceek VR headset created by Mary Spiel, the sister. We had her on the show. Black woman. She actually is the inventor of this particular headset. And so what happens is you just simply place your phone right into here, and then of course close it up, and then go to their website and then their app, and you can actually experience the comedy showcase. And so they have these headsets, these VR headsets on their site, Ceek.com, for sale. Then also they have these 4D 360-degree headphones. First of all, I love the two stuff because they're in black and old gold, my frat colors. But these are awesome because for gamers, it comes with detachable headset, and again, folks, it gives you 360-degree sound. Amazing sound. If you want to buy these, you have a promo code you can use. This is just for our followers, and it is RMVIP2020. RMVIP2020. Put that promo code in if you want to buy the headphones, buy the VR headset. You get that discount to buy it. They're amazing. So Ceek.com, RMVIP2020.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.